Don't hassle the Hoff. Warte, Fähigkeiten ausrüsten muss ich jetzt nochmal. Lang sich beschleunigt den Cursor. Um die 100%. Ist es so ein... Ja, so um die 100% oder... Ich mach langsamer. Wir sind schon ein bisschen älter hier. Wir sind nicht mehr 15, ja? Und wo ist mein Mond? Zeig Mond. Mondkraft.
Schneid Erinnerung für Vado. Schneide diesmal 20 Sekunden mehr rein.
Dankeschön. Danke, 440, Dankeschön. Dankeschön. Vielleicht mal 99, vielleicht mal 101%. Ah, okay. Danke. So, wie ist jetzt drin? Ja, gut. Mal ganz... E-Handtuch einschalten. Okay, wir gucken erstmal nach Nasi. Nasi geht's gut. Munition, ne? Ja, okay. Fußspuren im Sand, Metallschläger, Mülleimer, seltsame Maske, gelbes Gummi, Duschraum, kleines Fenster.
Das sagt man über Leatherface auch.
Dankeschön, Clemmy, für die 150. Dankeschön. Dankeschön, locker für die 150. Hä, Leatherface ist schon. Fluchtplan vom Mörderer, gestohlener Badeanzug, Endpreis, Foto in der Haupthalle, Foto einer kaputten Vase, Foto des toten Mädchens, Mordfoto von Mädchen E. Wir haben nur noch Fotos hier. Gummipackung, Brief an Mahiru, Mikans Autopsie. Ja, das irgendwie, also, wir haben ja nie Schwierigkeiten bei Klassengerichten gehabt. Alle aufstehen!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
Passt das
If
so?
you pick the wrong person,
Oder ist zu laut?
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this
Bisschen laut,
island.
okay.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome
Hallo,
murder
Fisselchen.
case.
What?
Immer noch zu laut,
Who
oder?
cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Zu leise.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
Ich kann Byaku ja gar nicht
It
hören.
means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game.
Referenzielles,
Additionally,
unerfundenes
some of
Spiel.
us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Die Figuren im Spiel waren Mädchen A, B, C, D, E und Junge F. Was weiß ich denn jetzt noch? Natürlich gab es auch dieses Schulmädchen, das am Anfang gestorben ist.
Wann Gurke?
Gurke gar nicht. Ich hab Pasta. Dankeschön, Kappa. Dankeschön. Ich dachte auch, dass Real Life wäre. Ja. Oh, indem ich mir die Besetzung in den Credits nochmal ansehe, kann ich mir das einfacher zusammensetzen. Die Protagonistin war Mädchen A, die von Spieler kontrolliert werden konnte. Wenn man ihr Benehmen in Betracht zieht, muss sie es sein. Mikan.
I see. Girl A is
B ist
probably
Hyoko.
Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A.
sagt nein.
Danke, locker für die 100 Bits. Dankeschön.
Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl
Und
A.
nach unten zu drücken, vielleicht geht der Try dann schneller. Ja.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Notgeiles, mülliges Schweinweib. Du Schweinweib. Das klingt nach was man auch bei Medieval Dynasty sagen könnte, oder? Hallo, Jelken.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
Danke, Gurka.
Dankeschön für den Euro. Dankeschön. Vielen, vielen Dank.
Huh?
Sie hat recht, jemand hat das gesagt, aber wer? Mädchen B.
I see.
Jetzt hört's auch
Girl
schon auf.
B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Blutegel, danke, Driver Hard. Aber ich glaube, da habe ich dann doch lieber Schmerzen. Notgeiles Stück, ganz normaler Luna. Ich habe das nicht gesagt. Klein und unerzogen, das ist das Gegenteil von mir. Naja, groß bist du nicht gerade, ne?
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Mädchen C, hyperaktiv, energisch und besonders. Wer hätte das sein können? Oh, danke, Spiel. Also, ohne das Spiel wäre ich jetzt aufgeschmissen worden. Gewesen worden wären, genau. Ibuki.
I see.
Girl C
Dankeschön, Driver
is
Hard.
Ibuki.
Aber
Girl
Blutegel.
C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Oh, der Spruch war ja noch. Ganz ehrlich. Der Spruch, den sie auf Englisch gesagt hat, war ja noch schlimmer. Das muss Cherry sein, ja.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Danke. Dankeschön. Es gibt nur eine Person, die immer eine Kamera mit sich trug. Mahiro.
I see.
Girl D is Mahiro, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
Junge F war fürsorglich, was seine Schwester anging. Ich selbst.
I see.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
Spricht so schlecht können von mir.
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
Ja, bless.
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Guck mal da oben. Da oben sind noch die Füße von Usami.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
Es fängt schon wieder an.
It's not like I'm
Was?
wrong.
Byakuya ist tot?
That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Warum der Name Kuzuryu zweimal erscheint? Stimmt, dass ich eine Idee habe, aber... Ich glaube, seine Mutter war dabei. Warum würde mich Nagito so offen fragen? Ich sollte vorsichtig mit ihm sein. Es hat damit zu tun, dass... dass es ein Anzeigefehler war.
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Byakuya ist tot. Nagito war es.
What do you mean,
100%.
little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister.
Okay, erzähl locker. Klär uns auf. Ich verstehe ich verstehe es einfach nicht. Die Logik hier. Boah, das ist zu hoch.
Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
Kuzuryu.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Ich will es nicht wirklich aussprechen, aber sonst kommen wir hier nicht weiter. Du fragst mich jetzt ernsthaft... Ich soll dir jetzt ernsthaft sagen, dass seine Schwester tot ist? Wow. Fuyuhikos kleine Schwester konnte nur eine Rolle annehmen. Oder der Mörderer.
I see.
The dead high school girl who was the
Wir haben ja
first
schon einen
victim in the
Täter
game
überführt.
is
Wurde
the only
wegzitiert.
person I can
Ja,
think of.
haben wir schon. Ist Insel D. Tarnung kann... Das macht Sinn.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Endlich bekommt von dir was verdient.
Personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Können wir Nakito... Nakito.
You said the game is a work of
Können wir
non-fiction.
Nakeda endlich
That
töten?
means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean,
Ich mach meine Nägel.
when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh?
Das Eumel Dynasty? Meine Lieblingsblume? Lilien. Ich liebe Lilien. Ich bin verwirrt. Man hat die Zeit richtig.
Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Also auch wenn ich Skeleton Flowers auch sehr schön finde. Die bei Regen also durchsichtig werden. Aber Lilien sind die normalen Blumen, die ich am liebsten mag.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Ich bin im Rausch. Ich habe doch gar
now
nichts
we've
getrunken.
established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little
Ernsthaft, wir
sister.
sind... Hallo?
That's just a story in a fucking
Boah.
game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
Schwester.
I don't know what Sato you're talking
Bin ich noch
about.
nicht sicher.
but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Wovon sprechen Sie überhaupt? Ja, danke.
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Soll das hier eine Rivalität darstellen?
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Dominik.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
Warte mal, wer ist eigentlich... Wer war nochmal Sato? Ich kann nur die Namen nicht auswendig. Wer ist Sato? Es gibt kein... Vlesk? Wo ist... Hä, habe ich da nicht... Nee, der heißt Soda. Das habe ich das letzte Mal die ganze Zeit verwechselt. Wir haben niemanden Sato. Okay, es ist... Pikuyama, das klingt so nach... Weiß ich nicht. Gudetama oder so. Das klingt nicht legit.
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No
Was?
way!
Mädchen E ist auch tot.
True? Getting killed is so violent, don't you
Nicht
know?
wahr?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E,
Klopft auf mein Meter.
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Euer fucking Ernst jetzt? Mädchen E wurde ermordet, aber warum? Eventuell helfen mir hier einige Bemerkungen im Spiel selbst.
I see.
Hä? Ernsthaft jetzt?
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim.
Haben wir da nicht schon mit Chiaki drüber geredet?
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently, Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
Holt den Alkohol, ja.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
Wow, schon durch.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Weil Mädchen F ins Spiel wollte, das kann sein.
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings.
Was?
Which was the stage
Was
of
für ein
the first
Musikraum?
case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Deswegen spielen wir so wenig
Classic
Redo.
dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining.
Ich habe nur noch Zeit, oder?
Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked.
Crash-Blesk,
So
damit.
Girl
Wow.
D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Nail art.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Ich mach bunt.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Wenn man sich das Spiel genau anschaut, muss Mädchen E die Mörderin sein. Ja, weil sie es gestanden hat. Aber wenn das so ist, was hat sie nach dem Mord gemacht? Wie ist sie zurück zum Flur gekommen? Oder eher, wie konnte sie das? Was? Oh, ich will auch Schokolade.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway.
Warum ist das blau?
Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
Warum war das blau?
After she killed the first victim, what did
müsste doch
Girl E do?
jetzt...
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girlie to the front of the music? To go back to the... You need to go through the entrance.
Nee.
Plus, at the other 4 girls should have been there.
Echt nicht? Das war erwähnt. In der Haupthalle befanden sich die 4 Mädchen. Ja. Hä? Oh Gott. Das war... Ach, Ibukis Nase, die ist Lysop. Wo ist der Widerspruch? Das ganze Spiel ist der Widerspruch. Okay,
After
warte
she
mal.
killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room.
Ich kenne die Fotos nicht mal mehr. Oh. Okay. Hallo, Info? Aber warum? Ja, aber muss es nicht? Es muss doch eigentlich die Vase sein.
And escaped outside.
Oder? Also es geht doch gerade darum, dass sie das gemacht
So
hat,
how
damit
did
die da
Girlie get
erstmal
from outside the school?
abgelenkt sind, oder nicht?
To the front of the music. To go back to the... You need to go through the entrance hall.
Ich krieg alles an.
After she killed the first, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girlie
To the front of the music room.
Hallo,
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the... Plus, at the other 4 girls should have...
At the entrance, heard the sound of the window shattering.
Ach so, weil er... Oh.
No, that's wrong.
Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. Ja, das macht Sinn.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window,
Ich hab es so oft bei
then what
Danganronpa.
broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Ich bin schon längst ganz weit... So, ja, hä? Wir haben doch jetzt schon die ganze Zeit
How low
gesagt, dass
can
es
you
eine Vase
go?
war. So, warum muss ich dir jetzt erzählen, dass es eine Vase
a broken
war?
vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It
Ich
was
dachte,
the
wir haben das
sound
schon
of
vor
the
3
vase
Stunden
breaking.
geklärt.
Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was
12 Minuten
break the
abgefahren.
vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
Also, I'm sorry, aber wir
To make
begrüßen uns
them
hier
think the
immer
murder
öfter.
had just occurred and
Deswegen
that
bin
the
ich
killer had
abgelenkt.
just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Mordwaffe?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Haben wir nicht schon
Not
10-mal gesagt, dass
cool.
es genauso
I
wie
went
bei
to
dem
all the
Mordfall
trouble
ist?
of
Also
making this
Baseballschläger
death
vielleicht?
march, so you gotta stick with it to the end.
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine. Let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
Disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
Eine unkonventionelle Waffe. Sie taucht im Spiel auf. Wenn wir vorher nicht weitermachen können, müssen wir erstmal herausfinden, was das ist. Warte mal, ich muss nur kurz meinen einen Nagel machen. Ab sofort halten Rauschstörungen mehr Schaden aus. Bitte was? Haben die zu viel gesoffen, oder was? Wenn du den Schalldämpfer auf eine Rauschstörung zielst und abdrückst, werden sie nicht sofort zerstört. Manchmal musst du den Schalldämpfer mehrmals betätigen, um eine Rauschstörung zu neutralisieren. Du hältst nur Zeitboni, wenn du eine Rauschstörung vollständig zerstörst. Achte bitte immer noch darauf, dass Beweiskugeln in Rauschstörungen verloren gehen. Wenn du Schwierigkeiten mit dem Gericht hast, dann rüste vor Beginn geeignete Fähigkeiten aus. Sobald du alle Berichte eines Mitschülers in der Freizeit beendest, erhältst du eine sehr starke Fähigkeit hierfür. Das war's mit dem Tutorial. Und dann kommen die Startpunkte.
A weapon inside the... What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Didn't you talk to her?
That's too big to be.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
Das war ja wohl voll klar, also. Tja, ihr seid so doof, dass ihr da nicht drauf gekommen seid.
The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if
So
the
komplett logisch,
gravel
was soll
was
sonst
put
sein?
inside some sort of bag?
Pat?
Ja.
What kind of bag?
Ja,
If
Chat.
the weapon is something that appeared
Also
in the
hättet
game,
ihr auch drauf kommen
then
können.
so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective
Richard.
weapon.
Viel Erfolg, bring uns was mit.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
Müssen wir auch irgendwann spielen?
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it
Richtig,
makes
Robi.
sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
Also, I'm sorry, aber Entwickler und Producer sind ein bisschen zwei unterschiedliche Sachen, Leute, ja?
But the real important
Zumindest in der
talk
Game-Sache.
begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
Einfach aus dem Fenster zu werfen. Vielleicht war sie schwer.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
Yakuya draufschmeißen?
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
Sagen, dass
She
sie fett
should
ist und
have
spielt
had
sie
a
selbst.
clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back.
Das ist doch alles schnurzpiepegal.
I would understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty
Ich
scary.
verschluck mich immer bei diesen Dingern.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th
Und dann kommt
day,
die Säure da.
or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Oh. Mädchen E wurde getötet, aber von wem? Das ist die Frage, die ich mir stellen muss. Oh, es ist eklig. Junge F!
I see.
It should have
Mit
been
denen habe ich mich auch mal...
Guy
Bitte
F.
was? Oh. Jetzt Pipi in meine Augen. Gott sei Dank habe ich
A
keinen
scenario
Eyeliner
where
drauf.
Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning,
Klugheit.
hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you
Ich habe
can
genau
say.
alle Farben einmal mit
That
rausgezogen.
game is telling the truth. It'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
Nein, tun sie nicht.
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious.
Danke.
Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Die ganze Palette gezogen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
Und guck mal, der Einzige mit Hirn gerade, ja. Nein, beide Vorfälle haben miteinander zu tun. In der Tat gibt es eine wichtige Gemeinsamkeit. Willkommen zurück, Tobi. Ich hoffe, du hast gut eingekauft. Was?
I can prove it with this. I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat.
Wow.
There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Ja, Alkohol braucht man bei Quarantäne, glaube ich.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey,
Cola Zero
why
ist
don't
gut.
you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you
Können
killed
wir
her
jetzt
as
den
revenge!
Mafia-Typen in Ruhe lassen und uns um den Mörderer kümmern?
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles.
Richtig, sie ist nämlich die Böse.
And it's true,
Hallo,
Fuyuhiko may
Mochibo.
look suspicious. But don't you think that'd be too obvious?
Danke.
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters.
Also jetzt, ich finde halt gerade komisch, dass Hyoko so, normalerweise sind immer die Mörderer die so aggressiv auf den Fake-Mörderer losgehen. Deswegen, Hyoko irritiert mich gerade. Byakuya ist so ruhig. Ja, der lässt halt auch mal Nagito was machen. Weil ich ihn so leise gedreht habe. Ja, wenn der immer so laut rumschreit. Ich putze kurz nebenbei Nase, ja?
That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Kyoko?
Huh?
Don't you
Okay, jetzt ist wieder alles gut. Wir haben jetzt zwei Fake-Mörderer.
You might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Bitte was? Oh. Duschraum, kleines Fenster. Große Fußboden, Metallstück, Müller. Was?
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru?
Oh, danke schön.
So mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko? Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Hä? Warte, hatte ich gerade nicht hatte ich gerade das kleine Fenster?
Crap!
Habe ich gerade ein kleines Fenster gehabt? Ich wollte nämlich eigentlich die Fußspuren da drauf werfen. Ja, ich hatte das kleine Fenster.
You four-eyed troll? Accusing me of...
Why do you doubt Hyoko? Do you know where Hyoko was? She was at the beach house.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
No, that's wrong.
Fisch gesagt. Ich hab's gehört. Na dann. Dann ist ja alles gut. Sie hat Hunger, glaube ich.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hyoko.
Stop. Wait a minute.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
Kleine Fensterspuren im Sand.
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are.
Ich liebe es, dass sie Mika so
Decide
heißt.
that based on ugliness?
Aber nur, wenn du was mitbringst, Robia.
They're not Hyoko's footprints?
Oh,
That's
Waffelstunde, was gibt's eigentlich zu essen?
The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking
Ich glaube,
about
jetzt
the
sind die
door
Fußspuren dran,
facing the
richtig?
road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Nicht wieder Mikado.
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house?
Kann ich hier auch vor... Oh Gott, ich kann wirklich vor...
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
Verpasst haben wir aber eigentlich nichts, oder?
I've never heard of that
Knödel und
daily routine
Mini-Frikadellen.
before.
Dankeschön, Waffelchen. Das ist aber lieb.
And that's when I
Und
went
was
to
sind
the
denn
beach house.
Röstknödel?
I went there on my morning walk.
Curry mit Reis ist auch gut. Nehme ich auch eine Portion. Esse ich alles.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Also, weiß ich nicht, Dumbass mit Hackfresse zu... Wir sind ziemlich oberflächlich, wir Deutschen.
Huh? It's a lie? People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Ich hab dich gesehen.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that. I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru
Das ist echt das Einzige, was
at the
kommt.
beach house?
Obviously not.
Das ist echt das
Saying I
Einzige.
met up with her when I never even saw her?
Okay, das ist also... Hä?
Damn it!
Ich habe nur den Brief gesehen.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, warte mal. Warte mal, stopp mal jetzt, ja? Jetzt mal ganz ehrlich.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at
Also,
this
Entschuldigung,
letter?
der Brief ist ein Beweis dafür, dass sie nicht nur morgens da war, aber kein Beweis, dass sie wirklich getroffen hat. Hä, ich weiß auch nicht, dass sie da wirklich war. Den Brief hätte sie sonst wann schreiben können und geben können. Hä? Ich wollte es dir persönlich mitteilen, aber ich habe dich nicht mehr gefunden. Das reicht hoffentlich. Es ist okay, wenn wir den Ort und die Zeit unseres Treffens ändern. Ich will, dass du zum Strandhaus kommst um genau 14:30 Uhr, wenn das möglich wäre. Niemand will uns stören, also müssen wir vorsichtig sein. Behalten wir es ein Geheimnis. Es wäre besser, wenn wir erstmal nicht mehr miteinander sprechen. Sie dürfen uns nicht verdächtigen, verstanden? Hyoko, Sayonji.
That letter! It's the one
Rief sie ihn
Mahiru
von
had,
der
right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
Liebesbriefe bitte, ja?
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Ja, Blesk ich auch.
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3
Hajime
p.m.
and
to go
me.
to the beach.
Hyoko, die
I
netteste
saw
Person
you
auf jeden
about 30
Fall.
minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
Was Röstknödel sind. Ich weiß nicht, was Röstknödel sind.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Ach so, einfach gebratene Knödel, okay.
Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out.
Das ist aber schon die Synchronsprecherin von Celestia, richtig?
And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
Wo hätte sich Hyoko verstecken können? Ich weiß es. Hier oben. Wie hätte sich Hyoko dort verstecken können? Fliegen.
Crap!
Ich sollte das nicht machen. Die HP brauchen wir noch.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence.
Ich dachte, wir alle haben einen gemeinsamen Curry-Date. Du kochst für
Your
uns alle,
favorite
dachte
candy
ich.
is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
Meine.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is
nee.
it?
Nee.
It
Meins
must be
will
that
ich
one
entscheiden,
person.
wem
You
Chiaki
know,
gehört.
the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
Sonja hat zu viel
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask.
Is your brain fried or something?
Außerdem muss sie doch noch irgendwie, keine Ahnung.
That is right. It
Da ist sie
cannot be
doch.
Hyoko.
Da! Hier.
That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Kannst du noch mal erzählen, was Sparkling Justice so erzählt?
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Ist das X auf Teru ernsthaft Messer und Gabel?
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
Locker bei Fall Guys ist das Problem nicht das Verlieren, sondern diese Kacke mit dem Festhalten und einfach nur Leute trollen. Das ist die Kacke. Verlieren.
It's all in your head. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
Ja, dafür bin ich ja da, Yoko. Yoko mag einem verdächtig vorkommen, aber das kann nicht alles sein. Etwas macht einfach keinen Sinn. Wir sind keinen Schritt weiter. Denn sie ist nicht die Einzige, die sich hier verdächtig verhält. Ich muss mal gucken. Ich habe ja Zeit. Guck dann mal, ne?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
Genau.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
Hä? Wie stehe ich dazu?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
Hä?
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house.
Ich weiß nicht mal, was ich gerade sagen
And weren't you
soll.
also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
No, that's wrong.
Ich meine, ich weiß natürlich alles, was ich sagen soll. Das war gekonnt.
About that gummy, did Hyoko really drop it?
Das darf
The
mir
only one
geistlich.
childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
Ach so, das waren gar nicht
The
die
brand of
gleichen.
gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Hä, aber Gelb ist ja nicht unbedingt Zitrone.
But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the
Außerdem ist
price
es so
is yellow.
orange-gelb.
So it
Das
obviously
kann auch
looked
orange
like
sein.
it was lemon flavored.
Huh? That gummy is yellow? Then it's not mine. The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies.
Meine schon.
What?
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap.
Beispiel, ja. Ich habe hier, also meine Gurken sind gelb, rot und grün. Was würdet ihr erwarten, was grün ist? Richtig. Ich kann aber auch nicht sagen, was es genau ist. Aber ich kann nur sagen, also gelb, rot und grün gibt es. In den Geschmacksrichtungen Erdbeere, Himbeere und Zitrone. Also, deswegen ist das überhaupt kein Sinn. Ich esse die nicht. Ich habe immer noch meine Pasta-Dinger hier. Also, ich bin verwirrt. Ha! Ja?
Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge. I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might.
Aw.
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Musst du dir holen, Mischmasch. Aber es kommt...
We're not done with Hyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her
so,
last ounce
okay,
of
ja.
strength and blocked the door to the road.
Ja, nee, hat sie
Thanks
nicht.
to her. We
Oder
have the
Bullshit.
evidence we need.
Bullshit!
That's wrong. I left the
Objection.
footprints during my morning walk.
Objection!
We're not done with Hyoko. There's still a huge piece of evidence.
You're talking about the footprints near the...
It's true, that's an... And we can thank
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and... No, that's wrong!
Dann bleib ich lieber bei Schokolade, da weiß ich, wonach die schmecken. So.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death?
Danke, war verstummt.
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Also ganz ehrlich, diese Trials sind nicht gut für meine Diät.
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a
Vielleicht
coward
kann ich nebenbei
threatens
Ring
women.
Fit spielen.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Meine. Dominik, meine.
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body.
Ist wieder wolfig.
That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
Ja, das macht es viel besser. Hm?
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true.
Let's assume Hyoko is the killer.
Nach
Wouldn't that
Danganronpa
mean she's
7
also
dann
the one who dragged the
Byakunalia.
body?
Die Namen lassen sich zu gut verschmelzen. Das ist schon fast traurig. Danke, dass du mir... Also, dass du denkst, dass es so lange dauern würde. Danke. Die sind ein
If
bisschen
she handled
schmackhafter.
the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer. Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven.
I won't let you look down on me.
Oh nee.
We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Ich glaube, sowas kannst du nehmen, Dominik, weil ich glaube, das spoilert gar nichts. Zum Junggesellenabschied. Nehmen viele 1-Euro-Scheine mit. Klingelkampf. Oh nein!
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her butt. Hyoko is the only killer I could think of.
Wenn ich nicht überzeugend wirke, wird er sich ständig
If
wiederholen.
Mahiru didn't block then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think
Ich kann nicht mehr, ich habe keine Klingen mehr. Okay.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach house can be proven by the Did you get all that, you bastard?
Hä? Genau, das muss ich zu meinem Vorteil machen. Ein bestimmter Beweis bringt mich.
So what, dumbass?
Was
There's a
denn?
shower room inside the beach. After she moved the
Ach,
body.
soweit es nicht geht, ne?
She just washed it off. The fact that Hiyoko was at can be proven. Did you get all that, you bastard?
Oh, ich hasse alles.
So what,
Also jetzt mal
dumbass?
ganz ehrlich, dieser Klingenkampf ist
There's
die
a shower room inside the
teuerste
beach.
Sache, die sie
After
gemacht
she moved the
haben.
body, she just washed. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach can be proven. Did you get all that, you bastard?
Aber sie kann ja nicht.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her
Das
body.
muss doch der Duschraum sein, weil sie es nicht
Hiyoko
abwaschen
is the
kann.
only
Ach, ich muss ja
killer I
wieder
can think of.
schießen. Sorry.
Damn it!
Ich kann nicht nur lieb zuhören.
If
Hey,
Mahiru
lass mich doch.
didn't block the
Ich bin ein
door,
guter
then
Zuhörer.
Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru
Oh, ist wie das gleiche
and
wie
blocked
letztes
the door
Mal.
with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Boah, ich hasse diese Steuerung. Es ist so konfus. Also noch nicht mal nur die
Washing it
Steuerung.
off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Wir tun einfach 50 Mal das Gleiche hier.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Okay, wenn wir jetzt mal ganz ehrlich sind. Ja, aber 2 Meter weiter ist das Meer.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Yoko hat sich ausgezogen. Unmöglich. Sie kriegt das Ding nämlich gar nicht wieder an.
I see.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
Ich kann nicht anders. Ich kann meine Kimono-Schärpe nicht alleine binden. Versteht ihr?
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
Danke, Clemmy, was?
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have
Sehen, wie lange
kept
komplizierter
quiet.
sie das da gemacht haben.
Damn
Nein!
right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiro's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Hallo, Akne. Wir sind jetzt schon dabei, dass sie blutig war. Wir sind schon, also 5% haben wir.
I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually
Immer noch
sounds pretty
nicht.
cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See? I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind.
Warte, wenn sie es dir beigebracht hat, dann kannst du ihn ja ausgezogen und wieder angezogen haben. Ha! Alles vorbei.
There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Baka.
Yoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, Pig Barf. I hope you get a hangnail and die. I'm sorry for being Pig Barf.
Aber was war mit Fuyuhiko vorher los? Er wollte um alles in der Welt verhindern, dass wir Hyoko vertrauen. Könnte es sein, führt er etwas Dunkles im Schilde?
Hey, Hyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Ich meine kurz.
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Dafür stimmt durch, Dominik ignoriert nicht dich, sondern Dominik ist einfach
But
nicht
didn't
so
you say
aufmerksam.
earlier?
Die Schweinegutze. Haha, ich habe sie gar nicht mehr getroffen. Mann, was für eine Überraschung. Ich hätte nie gedacht, dass sie so leichte Fragen stellt.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
Was? Es lügen Menschen in
I thought I'd be
Danganronpa?
doubted if I admitted it. So I
Also-
figured it was better not to say anything.
In Danganronpa 1, ne? Da war das noch ganz anders. In Danganronpa 1, da hat der Mörderer sich hingestellt und gesagt, ja, ich habe sie halt umgebracht. So war das damals noch, ja? In Danganronpa 2, die lügen plötzlich alle. Wow, Tobi.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
Robi
I
und
told
vor
her it
allem
was
war da
fine.
noch da.
I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
Sind wir dir peinlich?
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... Around
Nach
noon,
Sport,
there was a
okay.
letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
Ich wollte es dir persönlich mitteilen, aber ich habe dich nicht mehr gefunden. Das reicht hoffentlich. Es ist okay, wenn wir den Ort unseres Treffens ändern. Ich will, dass du zum Strandhaus kommst. Die Zeit bleibt gleich. Jemand will uns stören, also müssen wir vorsichtig sein. Behalten wir es ein Geheimnis. Es wäre besser, wenn wir erstmal nicht mehr miteinander sprechen. Sie dürfen uns nicht verdächtigen, verstanden? Mahiru Koizumi. Ist das die gleiche Schrift? Ja, ne? Können wir alle mal schreiben, dann wissen wir doch, wer der Mörderer ist.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Hyoko hat also auch einen Brief erhalten, aber widerspricht das nicht meinem Beweis? Meinem Beweis?
I can prove it with this.
Verletzt ca. 240 Kilo zugenommen hat.
Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Ja, ja, bla bla. Das, also, komm, ich muss ihn nicht dreimal
Mahiru's
vorlesen.
letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter,
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same
Dass sie
thing?
baden wollten, Dominik.
Hyoko, Since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Mindestens ein Brief wurde vom Mörderer gefälscht. Aber kann ich noch genauer sein?
I see.
Das ist gleiche Schrift, hallo?
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely.
Wer weiß?
In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting.
Du hast gerade ungefähr den ganzen Inhalt des Briefes als Beispiel genommen. Okay.
Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Hallo, Leveler.
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Meine Quellen sind auch einfach immer rauskopiert.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
Ja, und Mahiru kam eine halbe Stunde später.
What on earth happened there?
Und noch eine halbe Stunde später war sie tot.
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep?
Weil sie das getrunken hat.
It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Medicine?
Das fällt dir jetzt ein.
Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
Mikan ist es.
That place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru,
Dann gut
put her
nüchtern
to
werden.
sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as
Was?
the
Hiyoko
killer.
war's gar nicht?
That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so
Lass mich mal
suspicious.
durchgehen.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to
Wahrscheinlich
thoroughly
will
doubt each
Fuyuhiko
other.
einfach, dass alle sterben, weil da mehrere noch dabei sind und es die einfachste Art ist, alle zu bestrafen, die für den Tod seiner Schwester verantwortlich sind.
So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
Stopp mal, jetzt hört mal auf Hiyoko, ja?
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko.
Leute,
We aren't supposed to doubt each other here.
Könnt ihr, also, Grobi, Tobi und Grobi, ja? Mischmasch, du bist jetzt Grobi. Ab in die stille Ecke. Hiyoko wird nicht angefasst. Ich liebe sie, okay?
The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory.
Hey, Grobi,
The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true
Die
hope.
dumme Hupe Mikan kann sterben.
Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which
Dann halt
side are
Sonja
you
und Dominik. Du
on?
kannst nur eine schützen.
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray, and you do not yearn for your life or even for victory.
Oder können wir ihn, der Jet zieht das ganze Let's Play in die Länge?
So I can believe what he's saying.
Weil Mika mit ihrem Gekreisch
Believing
schlimmer
every
ist, als das
little thing Nagito says
Heulen
is
von
a waste
Yoko
of
jemals
time.
sein könnte.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Nicht nochmal erneut diskutieren. Man,
Yep, yep.
Buried Stars,
The
oder?
debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job! That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork.
Susan, ich liebe dich, aber
What do you
Schnauze.
think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Hey. Whoa. He's sleeping.
Das Einzige, was man machen kann.
You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other,
Monokuma ist der Beste.
the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
Die bittere Wahrheit, das mag sein, aber trotzdem müssen wir voranschreiten. Wenn am Ende des Pfades eine Sackgasse liegt, so sei es. Aber bis wir davon nichts wissen, müssen wir weitermachen. Wer hat Mahiru ermordet?